back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we're doing a pick a card to see what will happen moving forward for you in love. So we're tapping into the future with this reading. My Etsy shop is in the description. Custom work, private readings, you can find me on there, all of that. Pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well. We have group 1 with the clear quartz. Group 2 with the Amazonite. Group 3 with the Apatite. And group 4 with the Obsidian. So take as much time as you need. Like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just gonna get into it. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the clear quartz crystal point, this is your reading. We're going to be using the Steampunk Tarot for you today. Wow, the World card as I cut the deck nice in the Knight of Wands. Okay, cool energy. I really feel like you guys with the World card and the Knight of Wands, it's like I'm ready to do whatever it is that I need to do to have that full picture. So universe, give me the tea, tell me what it is, like what direction am I supposed to go? There's like this energy with that Knight of Wands of being very ready and willing, not in an energy where you're lazy or expecting like something random to happen. You're like, listen, we have the Delighted card that just came out. Okay. And it's so funny because I feel like you guys would be delighted to know like, okay, what are the next steps, universe? Your angels, your guides, they may not be sending you as many signs and signals anymore. We have time of your life, and immediately with that I was seeing someone hanging out, but it's giving like summer vibes. So this summer you may have really tried the universe by not listening to their signs and signals, and from now you know, you may have released that cycle, but there's an energy of things just not being the same. For some of you, if you feel like at a previous point in your journey, you got more messages, but now it's like silence, like you don't get anything. And it feels like punishment for some of you. It's like, okay, why am I not getting anything? So anywho, Spirit, what will happen moving forward in love for group 1? This is so interesting. I'm like, what is the, I'm seeing like a, what do you call that? Is it called a seesaw? Like the thing at parks where it's like one person goes down, the other person goes up. I'm seeing that. We have lost in the sauce as well. We have intense gaze, thinking about you nonstop, and lost in the sauce. And with that seesaw that I was seeing before, it's just like the symbolism of having a hard time getting down. It's like, okay, I'm up, 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 finally feeling better about myself. I'm getting more attention. I'm having positive reactions from people, but it's like I can't anchor this energy. Like I can see where people look at me differently, treat me differently. The attention that I get is different. So yeah, I can see some differences in my 3D reality, but I also still don't have my complete desired result. So there's just like an energy of you guys being kind of confused and a bit frustrated as to why things are happening this way, like a bit frustrated as to why you can't anchor this attraction that people have towards you. Let me pull a few more. I mean, we have the tempting card, so there are people who are tempted to pursue you or talk to you or move forward with you, but for whatever reason, it's just like this intense gaze energy. Like people literally just stare at you. Also, people project onto you a lot. You probably experienced this a lot, especially like in your first job, second job, a lot in the workplace where people like will think like, oh, you're stuck up, and then they treat you that way. Or people will think just because you joke and like to have fun that you're not serious, so they treat you like you don't know how to do your job. There's like this energy with people doing this romantically to you in the now, where it's like, oh, this person, they look like this, so that like this person looks stuck up, so they must be stuck up, so I'm not going to pursue them. Or, ooh, I just heard You already know you're pretty. I hate that so much. People may be treating you that way, especially after if you've had a glow up. Like, you already know you're pretty, so I don't need to compliment you. People are very intimidated by you, and they're having a hard time syncing up with your energy. And to be honest, group one, I feel like going back to the Knight of Wands and the World card when I cut the deck, it's because energetically you're sending out this signal for the one. And so when all of these like stragglers, even if they would be like good or decent connections, when they, you know, try to get close to you, there's like a literal barrier. They can't, like, and man, energetics are real. I'm telling you, it's crazy how when you are really, if you locked in, ain't no switching up. Like, if you're really locked in with the universe, spirit will make it so people can't even see you. Like, they can't physically see you. They can't physically move towards you. And I've been seeing that a lot, especially since there's been a lot of downloads, or there was in 2022. Everyone thought like, oh my God, it's a Venus year, it's a 6 year. Yes, we're about to party, love is about to be popping. And then a whole bunch of lessons came, a whole bunch of breakups came, a whole bunch of dire desires got fulfilled, and then turned out to be not what anyone could ever want. And so a whole bunch of ascensions happened by the end of the year for a lot of people, a lot of lessons in love versus just like this 6 Venus energy that we thought it was going to be for the 2022. So anyways, there's a lot going on. We have look at your chart / transits that came out as well. So I feel like you're either having something going on in your chart where like, it feels like Saturn is fighting with Venus. Saturn's like, this is what they need, whereas Venus is like, this is what they want. And these two are fighting. So check your chart. You may see like a square or opposition between Saturn and Venus, or, you know, if you are, you know, good with astrology, you know how to read your chart, you may see something similar like that that would translate the same way. But a lot of people are thinking about you. A lot of people are staring at you, but they're lost in the sauce. They're literally running around in like this 5 of Wands energy. I just got a vision of, you know that saying like chickens with their heads cut off? I just saw that, but only people like with their heads cut off running in all sorts of different directions. It's like people are truly lost in the sauce and they want to get near you, but they can't. So I would definitely look at your chart, because I really do feel like there's something going on here that is not, it's totally out of your control, to be honest. Spirit, anything else for group one? And we have the choosy card. So you guys are being choosy and selective with who gets to you anyways. We have choosy and winning. You guys are in a position where it's like, I am not losing. Like when it comes to dating, I'm not lending my energy to anyone anymore. I'm not being nice to people, like just so, like I don't care, whatever, pick an excuse and fill in the blank. I'm not doing it. I'm so sorry. I just can't stop touching the camera. I hate when it's like slightly crooked. It's driving me insane. But yeah, with you guys, I feel like there's this energy of you being so laser focused on what it is that you want, but your innermost self I feel like it may be related to your shadow, but there's this desire part of yourself that needs a form of expression. Otherwise, it's going to wreak havoc. And you may have had that happen to you when you were younger, where it's like you literally couldn't control it. You may have been boy crazy, girl crazy, whatever. Always wanting to date people, always wanting to be flirting with someone, talking to someone. And then as you grew into yourself, you learned how to manage that energy. But now that you've gone on a spiritual ascension or gone all monk, it's like, okay, you still need to let that energy out because it's still in you. We're a whole being, not just a good being, not just a bad being. You have all of that inside of you. It's never truly gone. So you need a medium for that. Like there's this frustration. It's funny though how you're like being choosy, and best case scenario seems to be inevitable for you with the winning card no matter what, but still you still like want that flirtation. I'm getting a lot of queen archetype energy with you guys, where it's like people you want them to bow down and worship you. And that's so funny because when I was seeing the headless art vision with like all the different people running around, it did look like a different century. Like it looked like, you know, like typical what you would see in like the 1800s or something like that. That's kind of how it looked. So you guys may have like something in your Akashic records in another life, being a queen or some sort of royalty, but we have delighted in time of your life. So it's interesting, you guys. Let's see. We have apologies and confidence, which is good. And honestly, if I had to say, I would say that this cycle will likely just end there, because it's like that's the last thing that you needed. Yeah, we got alignment at the bottom of the deck. That's the last thing that you needed to truly let go of the past, to where, not where it's like, oh, I still want to be with this person from my past, but to where you can let go of your resentment or any, you know, energy lingering from the past. I'm so sorry at the bottom of apologies. At the bottom of a confidence, we have faith in my abilities. For you guys, what will happen moving forward in love? The entire first part of your reading was Spirit like telling you there's things going on in your chart that's working against you. Energetically, you're blocking anyone who's going to come in and waste your time. So even though you're craving to let out that, you know, shadow side or that desire side, that, you know, sacral energy, there's intention that you've already set, that you've spent so long being dedicated to, from pulling back from certain people to ending certain relationships, your time spent with Spirit, God, the divine, the universe, your angels, and meditation. There's way too many seeds that have been planted for that to just all be ripped up just because now you're feeling, you know, flirty, wanting to have a flirty good time. So I'm going to have to keep pulling to see like, okay, well, so is there someone specific that you're manifesting at this point? Because there's a lot going on working against you right now. We have imperfections and strength. Strength says recalling your power. Imperfection says making you change. So we'll see what's going on. But I do see an apology coming through. This is from an ex, someone that you've dated in the past. Doesn't mean, you know, it was serious, but someone that you dated. We have excitement, songs, and soul ties. To be honest, if I had to say, I really feel like you still have more work to do. We have the trust issues card that wanted to stick and stay on the table as well. Investigation. Honestly, your guides, they don't fully, I don't want to say they don't fully trust you at this point, but it's looking like they're not sure that you're ready. We have this investigation card, and that's just like the energy of them watching you, really paying attention to you. Like, are they actually ready? Yeah, we can hear that they want this and this and this, but can they actually manage that? Is that something that they're in alignment with, you know? And Spirit is not going to put you in the path of someone who you're not ready for as well, when they've been doing work as well. So if you're asking for like a stable, mature connection, but you're not a match for that, Spirit's not going to give you that and then put someone else through hell because you're still broken and have a bunch of shadow work to do. So to be honest, I was picking up on that before, where it was like your guides, something happened with your guides in the recent past, or in the past where you've been disconnected from them. Maybe you denounced them at a certain point. You said like, you know, anything watching me or seeing me, looking over me, I'd like to cut ties. I'd like to do everything on my own. Or maybe you had that conversation with God, like, you know what, I just need space. I'm going to go on my own journey. You know, there's like an energy here of your support system being like just all out of whack, your spiritual support system. Excitement says got my attention. Song says remind me of you. So I really feel like the songs that you're hearing mean something, and there may be songs that are coming up from a previous part in your journey or previous part in your life. I do see like the spiritual activity kind of kicking up again, and you're getting excited about it. Also, it's like you can feel, because you're very intuitive, you can feel shifts happening, and you know that you've done the work that would cause something to come through. So it's like, you know, something's supposed to come through. But to be honest, I would say that you're tied up. This is what I would do. First of all, look at your chart just so you can get that revelation and know exactly what it is, because that'll also tell you if you're working against the grain. Like if you have like some crazy natal transit that's happening where it's like you have opposition for 3 months, you know, like that's something that you want to like just kind of work around and do your best to work through and work on other things outside of that. But if it is something that is, you know, temporary and kind of short, from that point, I would really, first of all, build that connection with spirit again, and your angels again. Just start by sending them offerings or talking out loud, doing meditation, prayer, whatever way you like to connect. I would start to do that. Wow, we have the Chariot and the Devil in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. So spirit is, this almost feels like an apology is in order, you guys, with the King of Swords in reverse. I don't know why I'm getting that energy, but someone is offended. And typically it's ancestors that get like offended. I don't really find that guides get offended. They're different type of beings. So they don't typically have those human emotions, but we do have the King of Swords in reverse. And you know, everything is personified, so it's easier for us to understand. If you've ever heard that saying, like, God is a jealous God, and you don't take that in a literal sense, it can basically mean if you reject a certain frequency, if you reject God frequency for a year straight, if you decide one day, okay, I want that back, I want to rebuild that relationship, it's going to take time. So when you personify it and you say, okay, I got to please God, you start making offerings to God, praying to God, you know, getting back in that groove. Take like the personification out of it and just say like universal consciousness. I have to look at it like in a non-personal kind of way where it's like, I just have to literally build habits and get back in that frequency. It's going to take time, you know. Even if you look at it as a frequency versus like a person or a being, you still can't shift into one frequency in one day unless it's already something that's really close to you. And God connection is like the bar, so it can be a difficult frequency to connect to. So it's gonna take time. I really just feel like building for you. And I know it's a romance reading and some of you guys are like, okay, I just want to know da 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 da. But the truth is, a lot of people will just, you know, say, okay, let me just pull out a different deck, the deck that only has romantic messages and always confirms what's going to happen. But the reason that you're stuck 3 months later listening to another reading is because they don't tell you the truth of what is required to get what you want. And I've always been that kind of person. I'm an end goal kind of person. I don't go for like temporary satisfaction very often. I'm always like, okay, how do we actually get there? How do we actually get in the relationship? How do we actually experience love? But when it's like all the cards, like avoiding the main topic, that whenever it's that consistent, I just know spirit is talking and really speaking and letting you know there's an actual barrier here, which is why it isn't here. So we have the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I did have that Knight of Wands as I cut the deck for you guys before, so I know that you're in an energy willing to work. And with this Seven of Wands, you're halfway up the mountain, more than halfway. 7 is 3 away from the 10. 7 is a very tricky number as well, because it's like, okay, you're closer to the end than the beginning, but you're also in the thick of the journey still, you know? You don't really start to get that like true confidence and power until you're at the 8. So with this Ace of Pentacles, what it is that you want is a relationship that cannot be, I just heard bought, which is interesting. So you may want someone who has money, but someone who won't use that against you. That's a very specific message for someone. You may have experienced that in the past, or people may not understand or judge you for wanting, you know, the finer things in life. But 7 of Swords in reverse and the World in reverse, Spirit is saying in order to align yourself with a romantic connection, you're going to have to untangle yourself first. And then after you untangle yourself by doing that spiritual bath, that spiritual cleansing, it's all about building from there and setting that intention and continuing to go. I don't feel like your journey is over. And I don't really see anything for love coming in super soon for you guys. And that's just the truth. And I feel like that is for multiple things. First of all, there's some sort of transit happening that's energetically blocking you. And those are really hard to avoid. But for 2, energetically, you're putting out this energy like, I don't want no F-boy, F-girl, somebody's going to waste my time. So you're blocking people off. And then it's like your spiritual team who would typically guide you and help you. I just see like you're out of alignment with them, or someone is offended, and it feels like a person at how strong this energy is. It feels like a person. That's why I'm like, is it an ancestor? Because I don't typically get this energy at all from guides or a spirit or anything like that. So I feel like you either like declared, I don't want this connection in my life, or it's like speaking of a connection with your guides, or you denounce spirituality or whatever. Or you spent so long not in the God frequency that, again, you have to rebuild that in order for anything of value to come through. And truthfully, miracles can always happen. So you could be all tied up one day and still experience love the next. That's how miracles work. But I don't see that, so I can't say that that's what's going to happen. You know, all I can read on is exactly what I see. We have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. So I do see you guys are ready and willing, and just like genuinely like, okay, Spirit, if you're saying I got to do work, I will do that. So what is that work? Just to clarify one more good time. Well, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So that's a new one. That's about breaking unhealthy habits. So whatever it is that you're doing that's getting in your own way and exposing you to more hurt, you got to cut that out, whether it's a social media cleanse, dating app cleanse, friendship cleanse, like separating from all the things, whatever it is, like pinpoint it. What's making me feel low? I just heard episode. One of you guys may use the episode app, or you may watch a lot of romance, like K-dramas, or you may consume a lot of romantic content. And that may have to stop then, like I said, doing a spiritual bath. And I would really consider getting some Reiki done, or taking that extra step to get something more intense done, so that you can make sure your energy is cleared. Some of it is out of your control with the transits. With that one, you just have to wait out and do your best to work with it. We have Lady Portia with Divine Order and the Holy Spirit with Expect Miracles. I love this because I was just talking about miracles for you, and I'm like, I don't see it, but miracles can already happen. And we have the Holy Spirit. Spirit is saying, listen, I will work with you, but we have to fix this. You're tied up. You may want to consider getting some spell work done by someone that you trust, so they can do like an untying custom working for you, so that you can get untied specifically in the areas of your life where you are tied up. Whether it's energetically, monetarily, romantically. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So Spirit is like, I'm still here. I got your back. But the miracles are going to occur naturally. Don't do anything with the intention of causing a miracle to happen, because that's when you're going to, you know, not have it. And then we have Lady Portia with Divine Order. It says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And I feel like that's 1000% accurate for you guys. So that is what I have for you. That is what came out for me. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, custom work, that is where you can find me. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Amazonite crystal point, this is your reading. What will happen moving forward for you in love? Let's see, group 2. Spirit, this is for group 2 with the Amazonite crystal point. What will happen for group 2 moving forward in love? Oh my God, we have up all night. Okay, let's see. Taking it easy on you. Oh my God. Lost in the sauce. Spirit, for group 2. Ooh. Hold on, let me fix these cards. So far, it looks like you guys are having a good time, but the up all night card also comes out sometimes if you're like meeting someone new and you're like always on the phone with that person, or always FaceTiming. This person's got you up all night thinking about them, that kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, what way are we going with this one? And the time of your life, okay, I ain't even gonna hold you. It's looking like it's looking like you guys are having a good time, a really good time. Someone is coming in with such a breath of fresh air, like such a light attitude, and it's light in multiple senses. It's like it's light in the sense that we don't have to try to force anything because we both are just understanding each other, like we're on the same wavelength. You genuinely get each other. So I'm picking up on someone that you're having a genuine connection with. Like it seems like, okay, we're actually connecting. This feels good. Both of us get it. We're on the same page. Oh my goodness, we got catching feelings and winning. Wow, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, so you guys are having a really good time. First of all, we got tempting and villain era. So you guys may be in your villain era, and a villain era for you, to be honest, may be just unfortunately putting yourself first and doing what feels right to you. You know, I say unfortunately because it's unfortunate that we have to call it a villain era when it's just like self-care. But that is how this feels. It feels like you guys are, of course, having the time of your life. That is what came out, but really kind of like going for what feels good in the moment. It's just like, if it feels good and I like this person, I'm going to move forward with this person. I'm not going to be run by what everyone outside of me is saying or doing. We have up all night and taking it easy on you. So there's an energy of someone, you know, I can't help but get such a strong sacral energy. I'm literally hearing the clapping. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking. You know what the chicks is clapping is. I'm literally hearing that, and it's crazy because it's like, okay, when your spiritual gifts go too far and now you're hearing somebody getting clapped out. Anyways, chill. We have up all night and taking it easy on you. So I see you guys having a real good time. To be honest, it feels completely sacral. It feels completely sexual, sacral. It feels very much so like physical intimacy. But then we have catching feelings and winning. So there's an energy of, okay, I am catching feelings for this person. But at some point during having the time of my life, I get lost in the sauce and I actually find myself very attracted to this person, you know, wanting to be with this person, and they've got me up all night in all sorts of different positions and they're taking it easy on me, and I know that they could go harder and I would want them to go harder, but like only in my head, because if they actually went harder, like I'd probably break. There's just like an energy of you guys being like, okay, this is actually very intense. This is a lot, very strong connection. Very fun, but just for some of you, very unlike you. You're not the type of person to have like physical intimacy with someone who you're not in a relationship with, or someone who you know, isn't positioning themselves to be like your future long-term partner. But like I said in the beginning, we have the villain era card that did come out for you. So even though this is different for you, I still see you leaning into this because it feels good, and this person just being in their energy feels like a blessing. Honestly, when you start saying stuff like that though, especially during physical intimacy, it probably just means that it's really good, because it be like that. One of my male friends listen, I can't even say he does. He has a heart of gold. He's a good guy. But he was telling me about how he was messing around with this girl, and in the middle of them doing the deed, she was like, I'm so sorry for not taking you seriously. Like, I should have took you seriously before. So be careful, because sometimes, you know, it just be that good, and it'll have you thinking and feeling like you're ready to give your soul to this person, okay? And it's like, slow down, hold the phone, hold the phone. don't do too much, don't give it too much. But it feels very sacral. I keep saying the same thing because I'm trying to look for the other energy here, and that is the energy. So I'm just gonna move on to another deck and see what else we get. But we do have catching feelings and winning. So as you're having the time of your life, you start to become lost in the sauce because you are starting to catch feelings for this person, but it is looking like you're still ending up being able to be with this person. So what will happen moving forward for you in love, group 2? I'm seeing you have, I wouldn't call it a friends with benefits situation, because even though you are sleeping with each other, a lot of you, it's not like determined in the beginning like that's all this is. That's kind of just what happens, you know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, we've had a conversation and we're just friends, you know, and fooling around. It's not that, even though it's giving a lot of sacral energy. Ooh, that's interesting. Spirit, what is happening moving forward in love? Ugh. So many cards want to come out for you guys. Oh, now I'm picking up on another energy as well. Okay, let's talk about the ones we have. So first of all, we have soulmate union, wake up call, and shake up. Try to get it to focus. At the bottom of soulmate union, it says love of a lifetime. The bottom of wake up call, it says seeing things differently. And at the bottom of shake up, it says surprise event. So like I said, for a lot of you, I was feeling like this was very different for you. And if you're just more someone who genuinely likes to be in long-term relationships before you open up to someone romantically, I feel what is to be learned from this connection is that you can do any and everything in your power to be like more modest and to be more reserved, but that doesn't mean that you can't come across someone that will truly be the exception to the rule. And that's exactly what I see here. I see an exception to the rule. I see someone who is kind of bringing you completely out of like your norm and causing you to open up in a way that you just wouldn't to someone at this stage. So there is something that you will learn from this union, but that's why you also felt so attracted to them and why it was so easy to, you know, get into bed with this person or get physical with this person, because of what you feel like internally. That's the thing about soulmate connections, it's felt. We have unconditional and memories. This is the second energy. So there is someone coming in, and telephone came out first, and that's why I was like, oh, that's interesting. So what is this energy? You are getting a call from someone from the past. And we'll see, you know, what they're talking about. I'll pull tarot for that to specifically see like what the energy is or what they're trying to do. But someone is calling you. Incoming communication is what it says at the bottom of telephone. At the bottom of unconditional, it says just the way you are. And at the bottom of memories, it says reminiscing over you. What really sticks out to me is definitely unconditional, just the way you are at the bottom of the card, because that's an energy of someone who couldn't appreciate you for your quirks or just who you are, how you were, or what it is that you wanted when you dated them. And so now that they're missing you with the memories card and they're reminiscing and they're thinking about the past, they're like, you know what? It wasn't so bad. Or I thought that what I needed was something else, but it really wasn't. And I feel like you did try to please them for a while, and don't run in circles, you guys. To be honest, like guys, same with women as well, but definitely guys will have you running in circles like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to please them. Every time you finally do whatever it is, or you embody whatever it is that they said that they want and need, now it's another thing that, you know, they want and need. And it's just like they will have you running yourself ragged, when the truth is they're just coming up with something to say so that you stop talking to them about it and leave them alone for a while, because you're trying to embody whatever trait they're saying that you don't have, or whatever it is that they say that they need in someone, or what you can see that they like. And it's always going to be something and another thing and another thing and another thing until they are ready. So my rule of thumb is just don't run around like that for anyone. But there is someone who, you know, they're having a little bit of you don't know what you've got till it's gone type of moment, because now that you are in separation with them or you haven't talked to them, they are wanting to talk to you again. They are wanting to get back together. We also have the guilt card here, and we have confessions. So I like this energy. I don't like it. I love it, because someone coming in from the past who's admitting, listen, regardless of how hard it is to hear, but they're admitting their faults and exactly what happened and exactly what they did. I can respect it. I may not like it, but I can respect it. And for some of you, it's going to be a tough conversation, like, you're right, I was texting her, or you're right, I was doing this, I was doing that, and or I was gaslighting you. And that's like a whole nother level of like emotional discourse. You can like, it's one thing to be all in your head and to think that there's this, like, all this, you know, shady stuff happening. But once it gets confirmed, it's like you don't just get mad again at what it is that happened, but you get mad at the time that you spent feeling like you were crazy, or mad at the time that you spent that this person were lying to you and doing whatever behind your back. So just be prepared for that. But we have dangerously and being bold. So going back to your villain era, you're just not that same person anymore. You're living dangerously. You're willing to surrender to a connection, you know, with someone that you feel very strongly about that hasn't been confirmed to be a soulmate yet. You know, you're you guys are having the time of your life, you know. Dangerously in love is what it says at the bottom of the card. At the bottom of being bold, it says speaking my mind. So I feel like you're going to keep it a stack with this person, regardless of what you want to do, if you'll entertain them or if you'll completely shut them out and move on to someone else. But I do see you being honest, like, this is how that affected me. This is how I feel about it. This is how I feel about you. I don't respect you. If you don't respect them, I see you saying that. Like, I don't have any respect for you anymore. I see you guys being so honest. Spirit, can you clarify dangerously and being bold? I need a big boy, I need a big boy, I need a big boy. We got the King of Cups, okay? That's like an energy of, I need someone who really embodies like divine, like godhood. We have the Four of Swords in reverse as well, which was at the bottom of the deck, which I was going to take it, but I didn't. And then I shuffled a little bit and it came out anyway. So I'm glad that it came out, because that's like no breaks on this. We're not stopping. I need someone who's ready to love me fully, you know? And I asked one of my family members, she's been married for 7 years, and I asked her, I'm like, dude, because, you know, in a marriage, when you're so close to someone like family, you know, you see all the phases they've gone through. And I'm like, dude, how do you do it? And she said, Jazz, nothing prepares you for trauma. So I know that you're in a position in your life where you're going to start on this journey that I'm on, and you're going to be married and da 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 da, but nothing prepares you for trauma. So there's nothing that, oh, we got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, so symbolic. It's in you. It's in you. This version of you was always in you. Nothing is going to prepare you for, you know, marriage or dealing with someone, but you need someone who, Four of Swords in reverse, will just move forward, and someone who is the King of Cups, so they trust and know themselves. They're not, you know, making up excuses before you can even get into it. They're going into it and trusting that they have the tools to manage anything that will come up. And I just keep hearing, I need a big boy. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck now. So I do feel like you'll end up walking away from that person, even though they're wanting to love you unconditionally now, because they do genuinely see your worth. Let me just actually clarify this one first, and then we'll see what the soulmate union is talking about. Spirit, what do we need to know about this connection from the past? We have the Four of Cups, so they just honestly may not be enough for you. Yeah, the Devil in reverse, even though they have changed. And, well, I didn't necessarily see the change, actually. I more saw them going through a change in the sense that they can appreciate you for who you are now. So I guess that would indicate that they've gone through a change, because if they couldn't see it before or appreciate it before, they have to go through some growth to have that different perspective and understanding. But we have the Moon in reverse. So Spirit is saying this is a sure thing, but at this point, it just feels limiting. And that's so funny, because we have the Four of Wands that when it dropped from the deck, it was upright. And once it landed and hit the table, it was sideways. And then whenever, you know, cards come out sideways for me, that is Spirit letting me know this is an option. It's not a guarantee. You can reject it and accept it, or you can deny it. But union will be on the table with this person. They are coming and offering you a relationship. Some of you guys, that's the first time you ever got that from them. And for some of you, you've already been in a relationship with them, but they're coming in trying to get back together. But that Four of Cups is kind of just like, you left a bad taste in my mouth. So some of you aren't going to be able to forgive that. Or some of you just can't go back and pretend like nothing happened. And you're like, man, I don't want to feel like I'm always getting down on someone myself. So it's best to just, you know, it's best to just move on with my life without this person, because I don't want to feel like I'm always critiquing someone, or, you know, I know that they can't be, see, some of you know, like, I know that they can't be the person that I need. They're just not. So let's move forward, Spirit, with this soulmate connection. Tell me about that. We have the Knight of Wands. That's an energy. I keep hearing, I need a big boy. Every time I turn over here, I keep hearing that song. So I really feel like they are, you know, I like this. And I don't typically like the Five of Cups, but we have the Knight of Wands with the Five of Cups. So it's like an energy of, I don't have these unrealistic expectations. And that may have been something you struggled with this person, where it was like, okay, yeah, they like you enough to be with you and you know, have whatever you had with them, a physical relationship or even a real relationship. But, oof, bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Wands. They also have intention, but they also had these like larger than life eyes with no action to match it. Like they had these dreams like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but no hustle. You know what I mean? Like there's just like an energy with this person where they have all these wants and expectations of women or their partner or men, whoever they're dating, but they don't show up that way. Or they're basing what they want and need from a relationship like off of social media or something. It seems like this person is very programmable, not a King of Cups, not a big boy, you know. But we have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups here. So this person doesn't have these huge expectations. They already know that this is what they want. And like I said, like from the beginning, I just felt like we don't even have to talk about it. It's like what's understood doesn't need to be explained. But with this being a soulmate connection and someone you have such a strong connection with, don't feel afraid to talk to them. If you're having a throat chakra block, trust that's from the past and past relationships that you've dealt with, because you can talk to this person. This person would be open to hearing what you have to say. If there's something that you need to understand better, this person can, you know, explain that to you, or they can talk through things with you. So we have the Fool card, which is a new beginning, and we also have the Two of Swords. So I feel like this will be spontaneous, and it's, again, what's understood doesn't need to be explained, because I don't see you in your villain era living dangerously and being bold, going out of your way to get a relationship out of this person or to like rush to that next step with this person. You're trying to see, I mean, maybe there's even something even better for me, you know, out there. Like I just see you guys in this energy. It's like the more and more time goes on, the more you realize your freedom. You're like, shit, I'm free. I can really do whatever I want to do. And you're not giving that away for, you know, you're not giving that away for anyone. The old version of you, she's gone. She's gone. He's gone. We have the Six of Cups in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So I love the Six of Cups. I really do. And with this coming up in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune, it's just like that version of me, she's not here anymore though. I forget exactly the lyric. I'm not saying she talking about you guys. I'm saying she because I'm pretty sure it's a Taylor Swift. Like, isn't that from a Taylor Swift video or something like that? I don't know exactly the lyric though. I'm not a stan, so I don't know that exactly. So I can't say it like exactly how, so you would understand. But anyways, yeah, you guys, like I just see you moving forward with your life. And best case scenario is what is ahead of you, period. We have the waxing crescent moon and the full moon in Pisces. Balance, spirituality, and practicality is what it says at the bottom of the full moon in Pisces. Waxing crescent moon says have faith in your dreams. So spirit is wanting you to go for the gusto, like keep going. Keep leaning into that energy of knowing who you are and trusting who you are and going for the gusto, like literally keep going. But balance spirituality and practicality. Make sure you're not going too far, which I don't feel like you are, but I feel like something like this, like you in your villain era living dangerously with one person, cool, but getting in the ego will cause you to feel like it'll cause you to surrender to that seductress in you that wants to just seduce any and everybody to get what it is that you want, because you start to realize that you can do it, but then it just kind of goes left if it goes too far. So try to anchor it So you don't start trying to like test your own power and things like that, because if you have to test it, then you're doubtful of it. So remember that. But that is what I have for you guys. So much going on. I feel like I could do another 20 minutes on this spread because I feel like there's still so much to say. But you can hit me up on Etsy. I have private readings there. That's also where you can find me for custom work if you need that. And that's what I have for you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Appetite Crystal Point, this is your reading. We're going to be using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you today, and let's see what will happen moving forward for you in love, group 3. I already got some cards from other decks wanting to come out. Let's see. Spirit, this is for group 3 with the Appetite. What will happen moving forward in love for group 3? Oh my God, every pile got lost in the sauce today. What is going on? I don't know. I just get this energy of collective overwhelm. Spirit. Someone really likes you. Oh my goodness. We got enchantment that just came out too. This person has been working on you for a while though. Whether that's wow, and really happy to have you. Whether that's them working like on themselves, aligning their life to make room for like a wife, a husband, space for a partner, relationship, whatever. Or whether it's directly behind the scenes, you'll see, you know, for you specifically as you get closer to this person. But there is an energy of they have been drawing you in for a while. With their actions, with the things that they've been working on in their life, like literally creating space, not even knowing why. It's like they've been nesting. Nesting is like when a woman is, or an animal is getting ready to have a baby, they start nesting, they start getting their home ready, a lot of times unconsciously, just naturally. And that's how this feels. We have drawing you in and delighted. So this person is very excited and happy that they have manifested you, but they have been doing this for a while, like tapping into their energy. I really do feel like they have been trying to really call you in like for a while, but it doesn't feel direct for some of you. Like I said, this person has been, you know, working on themselves and clearing space and just calling in like partner energy. So we have a lot in common: enchantment and intense gaze. So this person, you have a lot in common with them, which is cool. You're really liking them. You're digging the vibe. It seems like every time you date or hang out with this person, it's always good vibes. Like it's never negativity. It's never something weird. And it's never like, you know, you guys don't have anything to talk about. It just seems to be smooth for the most part. But enchantment, this person is obsessed with you. They're really shocked that they manifested someone like you. They consider you to be out of their league. It's like, oh, they don't even realize how hot they are, because I'm seeing a really hot person, and I'm like, dang, this person is like, you know, obsessed. We have intense gaze. This person could be very intense. They could have an intense personality. They could have an intense rising sign. Scorpio, Taurus, Aries. For air, who would have the most intense gaze as air signs? I would probably say it would be Gemini. But anyways, we have time of your life and lost in the sauce. So you're really enjoying your time with this person. Something about, I don't know, they just feel a little bit nerdy, because I'm picking up on you cracking jokes with this person, and it's like you're being funny, but you're totally catching them off guard, and I see you like laughing at their reaction. Like sometimes you'll just randomly say something that's like out of pocket and really hilarious. You may have that effect on people in general. You may be like a bit of a comedian. Someone who is always saying what everyone's thinking, but in the most funniest and bold kind of way. Or you just kind of like toying with them a little bit, because you can tell that they're kind of nervous, and I don't know, something about them that just seems kind of like pure in a way. Like they may have grew up like somewhere rural. It just doesn't read to me as someone who has gotten a lot of like interaction With people romantically, I just heard 3 years in school. I don't know what that is specifically. They may be 3 years into school, but there's an energy of this person may have also gotten a college degree, and that kind of separated them from talking to people. We have being honest, entrapment, and intentions revealed. So I'm going to be super, super sure and make sure this isn't not another energy that we're talking about, but that's just so funny if it's the person that we've been reading on, because it's like they're just coming out the gate with it. They're like, listen, I can't play games. You can have my soul with the entrapment card. Like, you have me here. I'm literally not going anywhere. And just revealing their intentions and being very bold. And it's so funny how the being honest card has this emoji on it, because that's honestly how I read their energy. They're like so stuck by you, and they literally can't help it, and they don't know what else to do other than to just be clear. Like, they try to, you know, keep up with you and, you know, play little games with you and be like a F-boy or, you know, F-girl, like just someone who can like kind of keep up with the banter and kind of do that. But they can't even, like, they can't. They have to tell you, like, these are my intentions. I just got to be honest. Like, you have my heart with the entrapment card. So let me just make sure this is talking about them. Spirit, can I just get clarity for being honest? We have the Two of Pentacles, Spirit. Two of Pentacles would be like, this applies to them, but this also applies to someone else too. So I would say that this is their energy, but I would not be surprised if someone else showed up in your reading today. It could be two new people. It could be them and your karmic. We'll see. And then the tarot cards just stop talking. So let me pull to the second tarot deck, from the second tarot deck. Oh my God, you guys, we got the competition card. They're a new, I don't even watch that damn show. A new hot new bombshell enters the villa, like dead ass. Winning at all costs is what it says at the bottom of competition. Oh, I feel bad for them, because they're just such like a, it's like golden retriever energy, like someone who's genuinely nice, sweetheart, lighthearted, like maybe a bit sheltered, has been working so hard for you, and just to see, like, to think about, you know, you getting ripped away from this person, it makes me sad. Like, I don't feel like that's fair at all. Plus, you guys have a lot in common. I already know the energy that's gonna come up is gonna be some BS, and not some BS in the sense that it's not worthy of you, but I've already started to like this person. I'm like, I don't want another one. Because with competition, I don't know. I feel for this person. I don't want to see them get their heart broken. I'm already like feeling their energy. It's so genuine. And that's the thing. Like, I almost feel lightheaded at how much of a flush of their energy that I get. People who are like pure-hearted, people who are like more intrinsic versus like someone who has a lot of interaction with other people, like they have the strongest, most magnetic auras. Like literally will pull you in to where their energy is just so strong. But okay, Spirit, tell me what else is going on for group 3. Cha, if you don't get your raggedy. Okay, we have Memories, Pick Me, and Baby Maker. Group 3, if you choose this clown over this new option you have, don't block me. Block me immediately. You don't deserve them. Baby Maker, half my babies is what it says at the bottom of that one. Pick Me, I Can Love You Better. Oh, this person. And then Memories, reminiscing over you. Ooh, I hate people like this. I hate people that are so inconsiderate, like people that know that you have a soft spot for them, and it's like one day they're just bored, so they walk into your life like Goofy from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and just want to wreak havoc. Like, I'm so clarity at the bottom of this one. It says seeing things clearly now. Some of you guys are right there with me. You don't want them. Some of you guys are honestly like, I ain't even gonna hold you, like, what are they talking about? Like, and that's fine. It's just, it's not that I feel like, well, It's not that I feel like this person is a bad person necessarily, but I also just feel like the past is in the past, and regardless of them getting clarity, you may be in a different space and they need to respect that. And the fact that they're coming in with a pick me energy, I can love you better, like love bombing or trying to convince you to be with them versus giving you space to make your choice after they just say their piece. And then the baby maker, like, I'm not feeling that. Like, all right, this is the kind of person to be like, one more time for good, one parting gift. Like, I swear I will. Let me not. I like forget I'm not on FaceTime talking to people I know, so I gotta keep it neutral. Don't want to do too much, but we have abundance and a wake-up call. Successful connection at the bottom of abundance. At the bottom of wake-up call, we have seeing things differently. So to be honest, this person may genuinely, and it's funny because we did have that Two of Pentacles where Spirit was saying yes about this person, but also about someone else, which is what ushered in all this energy. And now we're back there where it's like wake-up call and abundance. To be fair, they have had genuine clarity. Clarity card already came out, and then I'm pulling more cards and Spirit's like, no, doubling down on this clarity piece. Like, they have had a wake-up call and there is abundance in both options. So I just feel like the first energy was so pleasant to me, especially if you guys are, you know, empaths, or if you can feel energy, then you've probably, you know, kind of felt it too. Like, oh yeah, I can feel this, or you have been feeling it for a while. But after you feel something like that, the bozos of the past just don't compare. But I am seeing that this person is not a bozo. They are coming in with a genuine energy, and they do have, you know, good things that they can offer you. They've had a genuine wake-up call. Spirit, double down on that. And you would, you know, have abundance in this relationship with this person. So for you guys, group 3, what will happen for you moving forward? Well, you have 2 people coming in offering the same thing. They're being honest with you. So this person will also clarify the past. Like, if they're like, yeah, they would say, you know what, you're right. Like, if they only wanted a friends with benefits, but they said they were open to a relationship, they're the type to be honest and say, like, yeah, I held the carrot of a relationship, you know, in your face, but I didn't move like I wanted a relationship at all. And I can admit that. Like, they are coming in a genuine energy. They're being honest. With the entrapment card, that's like, listen, we've been apart for however long, or, you know, whatever has happened with us in the past, and you still have my heart. So that is why I'm here. And then we have intentions revealed. So both of these people are going to tell you to your face, you know, what it is they're trying to offer and what it is that they want. They're giving you clarity. And, you know, like I said, I can't I can't do anything but respect that. You gotta respect someone willing to be honest. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Star. Both of them want to take care of you. With this person that you already know, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel like that's also them referring to wanting to do you better and admitting, like, Queen of Cups in reverse, I did not treat your heart with any sort of respect or just even care in the past. And with the Star, I do want to do that now. And also I feel like it's the right time. Star also talks about, like, divine timing. So that's an energy of them feeling like they're ready now, like now, not like, okay, let's talk and see where it goes, but I'm ready now for the full gusto. It's not like, okay, can we talk again? It's like, I want you to be mine again, or I want you to be mine for the first time. I want to be in a relationship with you. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So to be honest, they don't know if they have a second chance with you, and that's what they're coming in to, see. And Six of Pentacles, when that came out, I just heard randomly rain down on you. So this person is going to be showering you with, like, gifts and you know, showing you their affections. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. That's not right, Spirit. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit said, now some of them, they don't got the coins to rain down on you, but, you know, they may do some sweet things, because you know they don't got it like that. Listen, God bless. But we have the Hangman and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I definitely get a very strong energy of the ball is in your court, especially with the Page of Pentacles coming in reverse. It's kind of like, this is about who you surrender to. Spirit is kind of saying like, this is not about either option. It's not King of Pentacles that this person, the first person that I'm gassed about, is just so valuable. It's really like, who are you going to surrender to? It's your choice. Like, you get to say what you want to do. Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's out of their control to some degree. So what I see happening for you moving forward, ooh, we got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck as well. I love the High Priestess card in this deck. It's so beautiful. So following your intuition, you know what to do. Like I said, the ball is in your court with this one, group 3, and it's about which one will work for you, because at the end of the day, like, this first person can be so sweet, but if you know that you just need someone to talk to you a certain way, or you need something different, you may end up choosing the other person. And we have the King of Wands in reverse. Spirit is saying, like, again, it's not about them. I will make them ooh, I love that. Yeah, Spirit, come through. I will make them into who they need to be to work best for you. You just pick whoever's on your heart. Don't try to look at it as, well, they're offering me this, they're offering me this. Follow your heart, group 3, because either of them, could be whatever you need them to be. Especially if you let me in, like, coming from Spirit, like, especially if you let me grace your marriage or your relationship, whatever, especially if you invite in the higher power and you don't do everything on your own. Like, I will bless you, I will take care of you. So we have the 4 of Cups. Spirit is like, think about it, sleep on it, let me know, communicate to me. This is an offer. And that's the thing about the 4 of Cups. This person is already sitting on the tree, content with their 3 cups, and then you have this cup coming out of heaven with just a hand. It's an opportunity, but you were already reading, doing your own thing. And Spirit is saying, if you let me in, this could get even better. Okay, well, let's see. What else can you tell me for group 3? So you're going to have options as far as what you want to do. And like I said, I see the ball being really completely in your court. Nice. We have success and transformation, and then the good kind. So the good kind of surprises, the good kind of love, the good kind of dates, the good kind of experiences, communication, the good kind of nervous or anxiety, just a lot of the good kind, good changes coming in for you, success and transformation. So I see you guys turning over a new leaf. We have overrate your intuition. So again, we just had the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, but I didn't keep it in our spread. But Spirit is doubling down on this again, like, overrate your intuition. Treat your intuition like it is fact. Really bet on yourself. Really go with your heart. Spirit is like, I'm still allowing you to choose with your heart. I still want you to choose with your heart, but let me into this process. I will make them into who you need them to be. And you may prefer to, like, for Spirit to choose for you and make it super clear, but you can't control the higher power, the supreme, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it. The higher power is offering you an opportunity, something that would be really good for you. But is it going to be exactly as you want? Ooh, I love this, because I was just saying the good kind of changes, and then we got the changes card here. Will it be exactly what it is that you wanted or how you wanted it to happen? Like, is Spirit literally going to do exactly, what you're saying? No. And honestly, that is a bar, like, just in terms of anyone who wants to work with Spirit, the higher power, or wants to do anything in life, ask Spirit for what it is that you're needing help with, and then allow Spirit to show you what the options are. Because maybe asking for exactly, Spirit, make it clear, or Spirit, do this, is not what Spirit is willing to do or will do. maybe that's not how the energy is moving. Going with the flow is going with how the energy is moving and being mutable in that way. We have feed your artist and fearless expression. So I feel like communication is key. I just saw 1919 on the camera. Allowing yourself to be creative, allowing yourself to, as if you're playing a role, treat the situation like as if this is a play or something like that. And you are the main character. What would the main character do? Sometimes looking at yourself in that way can be a quantum leap, because it can help you get perspective that you don't have on in your body. So giving yourself a fake name, or, you know, I don't know, maybe you get really creative with it, like put on a super cute outfit, do yourself, make you look good, you know, and like embody this character, and then take pictures. And every time you're in doubt, go back to that picture. What would she do? What would he do? You know, whatever it is you name your character, what would Chandela do? You know what I'm saying? Feed your artist, be creative with it, allow spirit to help you co-create. And with fearless expression, you know, communicate exactly what it is that you're looking for. But that is what I see for you guys happening in love moving forward. Honestly, it seems to be like it can go in multiple different directions, but depending on what it is that you want or how you will move with this situation. So that's what I have. My Etsy shop is in the description. Private readings, you can find me there for those, and also custom work on Etsy. That is what I have. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the obsidian, this is your reading. We're using the Star Tarot for you today, group 4. And we are going to see what is happening for you guys moving forward in love. Spirit, this is for group 4. With the obsidian, what will happen for group 4 moving forward in love? Something's coming. We have drawing you in. Oh, and then we have gravitation. So there is definitely something happening energetically here. I forget exactly what it's called, but there's something when, like, I feel like it could be 2 black holes, or when 2 planets are getting close to each other, they actually don't always directly collide if they have like the same weight and things like that. They will start to spin around each other until they eventually collide that way. It's not like a meteorite coming into your and that's what I just saw. So drawing you in and gravitation, this is beautiful. There's like an energy of you guys being very strongly attracted to each other. There is a strong magnetism, very strong magnetic type of attraction. We have good conversation that just came up. So you are shocked at how healing this person can be. Oh my goodness. And then we have holding back and actions matching words. You guys, I love this energy, group 4, because it's like good conversation, at peace. This is someone who is mature, someone who doesn't like rush into relationships no matter how good they seem. And you may also be someone who's like that, or in that point in your journey where that's where you are with things, you know. No more toxicity, no more rushing, no more, you know, with the falsehoods and just the randomness, you know, the craziness of dating. Like, we have good conversation, we see each other consistently, and this person is at peace, and I feel like you're at peace. So you're holding back, but in the best possible kind of way, holding back so that you don't rush into anything, holding back because it's the right or mature thing to do, that kind of energy. So I love it. I love when I see 2 people matching each other's energy as well. Spirit, what is happening for group 4? And I just really feel like both of you are in the same position here. Ooh. I love it. Intense healing. we're definitely going to have to use tarot to see what the difference is between these two connections. But there is another person coming in that has been really checking you out for a long time, and I think you quite literally, I mean, didn't take them seriously, or you knew that you didn't want them right away, because we have the aloof card. So there's almost like this energy of just knowing that someone is like, just kind of knowing someone is crazy, or someone is like random. They think you have some sort of to and fro going on, but you just genuinely have not been acknowledging it at all. This person, have you ever been in a situation like that where it's like obviously someone's trying to like be fun with you or play games with you? Not play games, but you know, if you've ever had like an annoying coworker that you can tell like kind of goes for everyone, or someone who does like you but you just don't take seriously, or you don't want, and it's like they're always trying to open conversations with you, or you know, trying to flirt with you, do little things to like bug you. It could be like that, or it could be more direct with this person and you've just been shooting them down consistently. But there is a disconnect with how much this person wants you, or how they're feeling, and you. Like I get an energy of you haven't been paying attention to this person or taking them seriously for a long time. So you don't know how much buildup there is. You haven't picked up on the signs because internally you just absolutely shut them off, and you're like, well, I know I'm not going to be with them, but that doesn't mean that, you know, we gotta get better with our communication, because then you end up in situations like this where someone has been having a to and fro in their head about you for 3 months, and you've been shot them down, and you thought that was enough, and you just ignored all their advances. But it's like, obviously they didn't get the picture, because they wouldn't be advancing for months and months and months and trying to do the most. I feel like this is a problem, you guys. We have talking in circles and intense gaze. So someone trying the same old tricks, or, you know, someone really watching you, paying attention to you. This could also be online. So maybe you're aloof because you didn't know that, you didn't think that this person, like, this could be like a narcissist ex. And I say narcissist because it's actually common with narcissists to be more like, you know, internet watchers and things like that, because when they start to see you living your life and moving on, and they realize they've lost control, that really triggers them. And it makes them want to pull you in again. So that could be why you're aloof. But we have the falling card. So I do see you, you know, falling for this, you know, new person. This person is drawing you in with their gravitation, not with their words, their games, their BS, their hot and cold. But with their good conversation, they're at peace. They have such a peaceful and healing aura and energy, and they're holding back. They're taking things slow, but their actions are matching their words. Like I said, I specifically saw like we're going on dates every week, like consistently going on dates and seeing this person. So let's see what our, you know, second romance deck has to say about this. But definitely picking up on two energies, and this one is ramping up, and I do feel like it's because you're entertaining another connection moving forward. We have confession. So this person may finally just tell you, or if you work with this person, I really feel for a lot of you, this could be a coworker, or if you have mutual friends with your ex, you know, whoever this is, or this person, for a lot of you, it's not even your ex, it's someone you've been denying for months. And it's like, I don't know, it just kind of scared me. I was like, ooh, this is the type of energy that make you want to have a conversation with someone, because it's like, as much as you can look at this person and see you're not a match, people will refuse to accept that and keep going. And a lot of times, like, you know, especially masculines, unfortunately, they're conditioned to feel like they can be with anyone. And if they wear you down, that they can be with you, and it's just not right, and it's not okay. And I feel this energy ramping up very intensely, and I'm like, where are we going with this? I'm just paranoid about it. Telephone, incoming communication, confessions, I got a thing for you, is what that one says. So I didn't even finish my thought from before. I got so distracted. Some of you may work with this person. Some of you may be in the same friend group as this person, and they're playing a game of telephone, telling people like, I still like them, or I want them, you know, that kind of thing. There's like an energy of you not even being aware that this person is feeling this way, but they're ramping up, you know, telling people like, oh, this is what I want, confessions, I've always liked you, or I still love them, like playing with, you know, other people's head to somehow get to you. Spirit, what else is happening for group 4? you guys would rather be single, and that may have been what you told this person before, but now that you're entertaining a romantic connection, that could be what's triggering this person. Because we have the single life card that came up, single and free is what it says at the bottom of that card. So if you told this person like, no, I just want to be single right now, but now you're dating someone, especially if they're watching you on social media, watching your every move, and they're seeing all the cool things that you're doing, they're like, I know you got to be with someone, like, and I want my chance. So we have the ultimatum card and we have the dates card. I definitely wouldn't go on one date to satiate a person like this, because something about their energy is just crazy. In fairness, I haven't gotten a I haven't really gotten a confirmation from the cards, but I do feel it. An intense gaze isn't exactly normal either. So ultimatum, it's now or never. This person may give you an ultimatum. That would be best case scenario, so you could just deny them and move on with your life. But if not, you may have to give this person an ultimatum. I do see some sort of communication happening though, so that will make it easier for you if you don't want to seem like crazy yourself. But also, if you know, it could just be like the next time this person flirts with you, like if this is someone in your friend group or someone who you work with, the next time they flirt with you, just shoot them all the way down and let them know, like, listen, this isn't that, it's not happening. And I would say the dates card should be more for, you know, this energy, let's wine and dine. But some of you, for whatever reason, sorry if the video cut, I just had to adjust something off camera, but some of you guys do feel, you know, obligated, you know, to date this person. I wouldn't recommend it, but we do have the dates card here. I just hope it's talking about this energy to be real. So we have union, real deal, love vibes, and dangerously. So you guys may be the kind of person that you don't like to feel like there is anything you're leaving left, you know, up to question. Dangerously at the bottom of dangerously, it says in love. At the bottom of love vibes, it says this must be love. So you're feeling a very strong attraction here, but there's just like an energy of it being a risk for you. And I can't help but to think it has something to do with that one. It's like, okay. And I also feel like if you don't handle it, that can cause problems as well. We have union and real deal. At the bottom of union, it says let's get together. At the bottom of real deal, it says the real thing. So I do feel like this is your golden hour. This is your moment. You have really manifested something special, group 4. And I feel like that's the bet you should go with. There is another option here though, but I feel like, you know, if you've not given them a chance in the past, like why now? Why now? Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell me? What will happen moving forward for group 4? Well, we do have the 7 of Cups here, but we also have the 4 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like from Spirit's perspective, Spirit is really kind of saying like, follow your heart with this one. Some of you may also like the chase, to be honest. That could be what it is. It's not even this person, but it's just having two people kind of fighting over you. I mean, especially if this is someone in your friend group, that could get really messy. You don't want to make this person feel like you're on the fence. Because with someone who's mature and their actions are matching their words and they're gravitated towards you, there's good conversation, they have intense healing they could provide you, that's different. That's something that, you know, you would really want to acknowledge, you know, that's something that you would really want to honor. So, you know, they may dip if you know, play too many games, or if you seem like, you know, you have a bunch of doors that aren't closed. We have the 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like even though there are options for you, group 4, this is looking like the best one. We got the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, then the 5 of Cups in reverse. It's an opportunity, not the last opportunity you'll get for love or for something serious, but it definitely is a solid opportunity that you should consider seriously and weigh heavily. Let's see. Pull from here. But we have the moon, which is kind of eerie because it's just like, man, that lets me know that honestly, it can go either way. I haven't picked up on a third energy. I don't think that's what it is. Spirit, is there a third energy? We have the Six of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. No, there's not a third energy group. 4 is just having a hard time making up their mind, or it can be an energy of this person causing trouble depending on your exact situation. I would lean way more towards a friend group. If you share a friend group with this person, that this would be talking about this person causing problems in that way versus work situation. Because if your new person is meeting, you know, the old person, and then they're causing drama and making it seem like there's some sort of something else going on, or a blurred timeline, that's where things could get messy. So we have Master Jesus with forgiveness and Dual Kul with Dharma unfolding. You know, that's so interesting because forgiveness takes me back to ultimatum. Because I'm like, well, Spirit, why do they have to give them an ultimatum? And perhaps it's leave me alone or this is going to be a problem. But that would also cause you to forgive this person. Perhaps it's that you don't even want to acknowledge this person. And you're like so ready for the opportunity for this person to come back so that you can deny them, so you can have that upper hand. But we got your boy Jesus coming through with the forgiveness card. Definitely hinting towards it's better to really let this situation go all the way, like completely let it go and acknowledge it. And maybe the holdup or the thing kind of holding you back is more on your end. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So you have an opportunity to heal through this situation as well. And then we got Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time towards happiness. So sometimes in order to take a step forward, you gotta, you gotta backtrack a little bit. We have Bridget with inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So I don't know what exactly is going on here, but it really kind of feels like, well, wow, that was out of nowhere. I just heard generational curse. So there could be a generational curse that you're breaking through this relationship, or it could be an attachment like to a spirit or an entity that has been following multiple people in your life, pulling them down. And as soon as they get locked into a relationship that they cannot get out of, then the spirit jumps over to the next person and torments that person, and over and over and over again. Because it just kind of seems bigger than the spread. We have El Moria with awakening presence. This one says the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So all these cards sound eerily like, oh, there's something else going on, or there's something big that you're up against. You know, you may be very intimidated by this person. You may have never stood up to this person. This person could be flat out crazy. They could be under the spell of a spirit and not even know it themselves. Like they could have a spirit attachment. And it may bite back. We have the lost compass, getting back to integrity. But again, Spirit just kind of saying like everything just keeps coming back to getting back to a place of integrity where you are taking that action and having those conversations to make it clear and facing things head on, instead of just using your you know, using them coming back to your ego's benefit to say, well, they, you know, they wanted me, but I left them on red, you know. This is definitely a time for a wise choice needed. We have the Woodwives with adaptability. We have the Drifter with experiencing life as it comes and skywriting the fates. You know, with the Drifter, I just feel like you guys never really expected to enter a connection that would be super powerful and different and like higher level. There's an energy of you not thinking that that would be your story for whatever reason. So with you being a drifter, someone who takes life as it comes, or specifically love as it comes, to have all this drama all of a sudden is just really weird. It feels like, how did I even end up in this position? I didn't even get the good part. Like, I didn't even have like a super fun wild cycle where I had all these benefits. It's just mess. Like, why? And then we have the wood wives with adaptability. So I feel like things are going to heat up for you in a very random kind of way. And it's going to be like really out of character for your life and how your life typically goes. There's like an energy of the activity that's happening for you. It's just very strange and weird to the point where you don't even know how to handle it. Or these are things that you've never had to deal with or do before. We have the full moon, surrender to the divine. And the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So you're ready to explore your new boo, ready to have your new, life start and things like that. But this is a time to give rather than take. This is a time. And we had Paul the Venetian that wanted to come out of this deck. And Paul the Venetian is all about, it says like experiencing grace on the card. So it's all about like giving people grace and also receiving grace. And in order for you to receive the grace of the universe and receive like this partnership and this gift, it's a time to give rather than take. Give this person that closure and give them that ultimatum. Really stand up to them, to them, so you can let them go. And you may have to cast them out, like if it's something like dark that's been following your family. But we have Paul the Venetian, like you may be the person, charged with standing up to them. Paul the Venetian with experiencing grace, it says, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So Spirit's going to give you the right words, the right steps and everything. And all you need to do is execute. But that is what I got for you guys this week, group 4, or today. And yeah, I love you. My Etsy shop is in the description if you want a private tarot reading or custom spell work. That is where you can find me. That is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.